What is going on, guys? Chris here, ironcoregyms.com. Haven't done a video here in a while, so going for a walk on the treadmill here. Today we are going to be talking about like commitment, hard work, showing up, and are you doing enough? I think in today's day and age, we have so much going on everywhere we go, no matter what it is, that by just showing up, we think we did enough. And we go into injuries, we go into not succeeding and wondering why everybody else is succeeding but not myself. And then you sit down and you dissect what you got going on with your training. I see this every day. I see too much sports, not enough training. And what's actually happening with this is we're constantly beating our body up. So if it's basketball, baseball, football, wrestling, cheering, gymnastics, whatever it is, we're constantly beating our bodies up time and time again. And at the end of the day, we're not getting stronger. We're perfecting our sport, which is awesome, but we're not adding in the other element of life into that as well. Where I always say, like, we're going up that hill here, we got our trainings here, we got our sport here, training, sport, training, sport. Where a lot of you guys are going strictly sport, no training. And I said, you're only going to get so far with that, especially doing it in an off season, going into the sporting events for high school seasons, for example. Guys train all off season, get as big or stronger, as fast as they've ever been before. Season starts, all weight training is done. So what are you really accomplishing by even doing anything in the off season other than wasting your time? It's very important to do something in season, maintaining whatever it is, 30-minute workout, 45-minute workout. That needs to be added in, especially in high school when you're practicing six, 7 days a week maybe. You always have an extra day or an hour. Get in the weight room. I'll tell you how much. We try to figure out at the end of the day why everybody else is succeeding and not us. And you know what? The writing's on the wall. It's right in front of you. Everything that's being done is right there. Why are we always getting second place? Why are we always finishing last? We got to sit there and ask ourselves, what are we doing different than they're doing? And those things are a hard pill to swallow because now we're coming down to time. The kids that aren't in high school and every other sport going on, that's where it gets tricky, time. But just look at your goals. Just go all the time, where we're doing sport after sport after sport, training after training after training. We don't get that downtime. Years ago, I'd say get involved in everything. Now I feel like there's too much stuff involved. Kids are involved with too much stuff, and now you're trying to add in training on top of it, and these kids are going to end up hating the sport because you're constantly doing this year-round. And that goes on a whole other subject of year-round training, year-round sports. It is so important, guys, to continue doing other sports, especially like wrestling and football and basketball and baseball. Just getting the body moving in different directions and different planes and different, I've trained so many wrestlers over the years where they come in hunched over, and you're wondering, like, why are they hunched over? And you ask them, well, I wrestle every weekend, wrestle every day for 10 to 12 years, so I'm constantly down, ready to go. Look at fighting, MMA fighters. They are constantly grappling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, fighting, sparring, all that stuff. Then you add in the fitness end of it, the weightlifting end of it. Now I'm stronger. If I don't do anything, I'm just going to go off of goodwill, and hopefully I can do something here. Where you add the fitness end of it too, where now I'm getting stronger. Now you're building confidence. Now once your confidence is through the roof, there ain't nobody going to stop you. Those things right there go a long way, guys. I can promise you that. If you guys got any questions on that, please feel free to reach out. Feel free to hit us up. Check us out on all social media sites at ironcoregyms.com.